Hello students, good morning all of you. Today, starting from where we left in the last class, okay, I think we discussed till vagina. So now we are going to discuss about the external genitalia, that means the visible portion of the females. External genitalia means vulva part. It is external reproductive organ. This structure is divided into following parts. First, mons pubis. It is also known as mons veneris. Second, labia majora. Third, labia minora. Fourth, clitoris. And last one, vestibule. Firstly, we discuss about the mons pubis. Mons pubis is a cushion of fatty tissues which cover by skin and pubic hair. So, it is a thick structure and surrounded by skin and hairs. Second part, labia majora. It is outer leaf structure and fleshy fold of tissue which surrounded the opening of vagina, urethra and hymen. Labia majora are homologous organ to the scrotal sac of male human, in which testes are light. Third part, labia minora. It is present under the labia majora, means inner leaf structure. In this part, hairs are absent and only oily glands are present. Fourth part, clitoris. It is a sensory and erectile organ which is present at anterior corner of labia minora, which situated below the labia majora and below the mons pubis. Clitoris is a homologous organ to glans penis of male human. So, it is sensory and erectile organ like glans penis. Last part, vestibule. Vestibule is a creek-like place which is present in the middle of labia minora, means it is a depression present between the middle part of labia minora and below the vaginal orifice. Urinary orifice and orifice of vagina are found in this part. Orifice means opening of urinary tract and opening of vaginal part. Urinary orifice is present just below the clitoris in the form of small pore. Below this opening, the opening of vagina is situated. Let's see diagram. First part, it is a cushion, means thick fatty acid deposition structure and hairs are present called mons pubis. It represents thick skin fold. Below this, two leafy structure present outer leafy structure called labia majora, which surround the vaginal orifice, urinary orifice and hymen part, and second leafy structure found below the labia minora, which consists a depression which called vestibule. In vestibule region, urinary orifice and vaginal orifice are found. Both represent the opening of urinary and vaginal pore opening. Vaginal opening surrounded by a thin membrane which is called hymen. In this region, Bartholin gland are also found. Below the labia minora, rectum area is present. Now, we will discuss about reproductive gland. First, Bartholin gland. There, Bartholin is scientific name. On both sides of vaginal opening, a pair of bean-shaped glands are situated. In vestibular part, these are called Bartholin glands. Bartholin glands are also called as greater vestibular gland because in vestibular region, urinary orifice and vaginal orifice are found. These glands secrete an alkaline and lubricating fluid which keeps vulva, means labia majora, labia minora, mons pubis, clitoris and vestibule part moist and facilitates sexual intercourse easily. Second part, perineal gland. Perineal glands are found before the Bartholin gland and their secretion is induced the copulation desired. Third gland, mammary gland, which is also called as breast. In females, one pair of mammary gland is present which secrete the milk. Mammary glands are located on pectoral muscles on front side of chest. Before the pectoral muscles, ribs are present. In this, intercostal muscles are also found. Each breast has 15 to 20 mammary lobes, among which adipose tissue found. Adipose tissue means fatty acids are deposited in this part. Inside the mammary lobules, a bag-like structure found which is called mammary alveoli. These alveoli cells secrete the milk through lactiferous duct. Lactiferous duct consists a swollen structure which is called mammary ampulla. By the mammary duct, lactiferous duct open in mammary lobules. These lactiferous duct open at nipple part, which is found on the top of mammary gland, and it consists a dark pigmented area which is called areola. Nipple has 15 to 20 pore of 0.9 mm diameter. By this, milk ejaculate. Between the mammary lobules, interlobular connective tissue is found. Growth and function of mammary gland is controlled by somatostatin hormone, which secreted by delta cells of pancreas. Prolactin hormone is secreted by pituitary gland. Estrogen hormone, it is secreted by ovary. Progesterone hormone, it also secreted by ovaries. And oxytocin hormone, it is secreted by pituitary gland. Milk contains fat, lactose, sugar, casein protein, lysozyme, calcium ions, vitamins, and immunoglobulin Ig. So, mother's milk is a complete food for the newborn baby, and the first thick and yellow milk is called colostrum, in which antibody IgA immunoglobulin A is present. Next topic, onset of puberty in human beings. Maturation of reproductive organs in male and female human beings and development of reproductive capacity is called puberty. In males and females, time of puberty vary. In male, it occurs at 14 to 16 years of age, while in females, it begins at the age of 12 to 14 years. The growth of mammary glands and menarche in females is the sign of puberty. Menarche, first time of menstruation cycle, means beginning of periods. Changes in male and female at puberty. In male, growth in size of penis, scrotal sacs, prostate gland, and seminal vesicles. And in females, growth in size of uterus, vagina, fallopian tube, and external genitalia or vulva part. Second difference, in male, beginning of spermatogenesis, means sperm formation. In females, growth of mammary gland and beginning of menstrual cycle. Third change, in males, voice becomes heavy means low pitch of voice, and in females voice becomes sweet, means high pitch of voice. Fourth change, in males growth of hair on face, chest and pelvic region. In females absence of hair on the body except pelvic region. Fifth change, fast growth of body in males, and in females fast growth in pelvic region, hips become wide and fat increase in body. Okay. Next, in male increase in secretion of testosterone hormone, FSH, full form follicle stimulating hormone, LH, luteinizing hormones. But in females increase in secretion of progesterone hormone, estrogen hormone and LH hormone. In males physical attraction towards female, but in females psychological attraction towards female, and in females psychological attraction towards male due to hormonal secretion at puberty stage. Now this chapter has been completed. Okay. Now we are going to start the next chapter, chemical coordination in human, chapter number 29. Chemical coordination occurs by two systems, first nervous system and second endocrine system. So combined study of nervous system and endocrine system is called neuroendocrinology and chemical coordinations, because these both systems control the whole mechanism of our body. Let's start. Introduction. The mechanism by which we balance external and internal environment of our body is called homeostasis. Balancing. For homeostasis, nervous system and endocrine system of the body work together. So, for combined study of both systems, it's known as neuroendocrinology. Nervous system, we will discuss in previous chapter. So, in this chapter, we will discuss about only the endocrinology, the secretion by secretory organs of the body are called glands. In our body, there are three types of glands are found. First, exocrine gland, second, endocrine gland, and third, mixed gland. Exocrine gland, these are ducted, means these glands consist ducts or their secretion or discharge into the duct. For example, sebaceous glands, salivary glands, their secretion flow in the ducts. Second, endocrine gland. These glands discharge their secretion directly into the blood, not in the duct. So, these are ductless. For example, pituitary gland, thyroid gland. Third, mixed gland. These glands are both exocrine and endocrine types. The secretion of exocrine part is carried by ducts and the secretion of endocrine part is carried by blood. For example, pancreas. Claude Bernard in 1855 used first time the word internal secretion, which are secreted by secretory organs. Baylis and Starling in 1903 first time obtained hormone from secretory cell of mucous membrane of duodenum. It is the part of small intestine and named it secretin. The hormone was coined by Starling in 1905. Now, we will talk about the hormones. Hormone is a Greek word which means to arouse activity. So, hormones are called as primary messenger or chemical messenger. These are chemicals which is produced by endocrine cell, means endocrine glands, and they transport by circulatory system to other part of body where they function as chemical messenger and regulate more physiological process of our body. So the classical definition of hormones is a chemical production by endocrine glands and released into the blood, not in duct, and transported to a distantly located target organ. It is the classical definition of hormone. Current scientific definition is the hormones are non-nutrient chemicals which act as intercellular messengers and are produced in trace amounts, means minute quantity. So, there are two definitions of hormones. First one classical definition and another one current scientific definition. But according to your syllabus, we used only classical definition. What is the characters of hormones? Hormones are secreted in minute quantities and easily diffusible substances. Hormones are water soluble. Okay. Second characters, they are degraded after their action. Action means function, and excreted along with urine, because nature of hormone is mostly protein or steroid. Almost hormones are made up from protein. After their utilization, these are excreted out with urine. Third character, their site of secretion and target sites are far apart from each other. Site of secretion of hormone is specific because these are secreted by endocrine glands, and in human body 10 glands are found. For example, pituitary gland situated in the brain, but it controls the whole body organs by its secretion. Like pituitary gland secrete FSH hormone, oxytocin hormone. FSH hormone stimulates the ovaries, and oxytocin hormone stimulates the mammary gland for milk secretion. So, sites of target organ and secretion is far from each other. अदर कैरेक्टर्स की बात करें तो हॉर्मोन्स आर नाइदर स्पीसीज स्पेसिफिक नॉर हैव एंटीजेनिक प्रॉपर्टीज. हॉर्मोन्स कभी भी स्पीसीज स्पेसिफिक नहीं हो सकते, इनके पास कोई एंटीजेनिक प्रॉपर्टीज नहीं होती. नेक्स्ट कैरेक्टर, हॉर्मोन्स आर नॉट स्टोर्ड बट दे आर प्रोड्यूस्ड एंड सिक्रेटेड अकॉर्डिंग टू देयर रिक्वायरमेंट. हॉर्मोन्स को अपन स्टोर भी नहीं कर सकते, और जब रिक्वायरमेंट होती है उसी टाइम इनका प्रोडक्शन एंड सिक्रेशन होता है. हॉर्मोन्स आर नॉट यूज्ड अप इन मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज ऑफ द टारगेट सेल्स बट दे अफेक्ट्स एंड रेगुलेट्स देयर एक्टिविटीज. हॉर्मोन्स का यूज मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटीज में नहीं होता टारगेट सेल्स की, बट ये टारगेट सेल्स की एक्टिविटी को अफेक्ट एंड रेगुलेट करते हैं. ड्यू टू देयर इफेक्ट अलोंग विथ rate of metabolic activities, permeability of the target cells also affected. Next character, a single hormone can affect various target cells at a time. For example, insulin hormone which secrete from pancreas stimulate uptake of glucose in the body cells. Second function, synthesis of glycogen in liver cells, means glucose convert into glycogen. And another one, the synthesis of triglycerides, means fat in adipose tissue cells. There a single hormone have more functions. First, uptaking of glucose in body cells. Second, stimulate the liver for synthesis of glycogen. And third, synthesis of fat in adipose tissue cells. Chemical nature of the hormones. Normally, hormones are in protein nature, but we classified the 4 categories of hormones. First, peptide, polypeptide and protein hormones. Peptide means primary structure of amino acids. Polypeptide, long chain of peptides. And protein hormones. Insulin hormone, it's secreted by pancreas. Glucagon hormone, it also secreted by alpha cells of pancreas. Pituitary hormones and hypothalamic hormones are in protein nature. Second nature, steroids means lipid nature, hormones of adrenal cortex. Adrenal gland consists of two regions. Outermost region is called cortex and innermost medulla. So those hormones which are secreted from adrenal cortex region and gonads, testes and ovary, testosterone, progesterone hormone, cortisol hormone of adrenal cortex are in steroid nature means lipid nature. Third category, iodothyronins. For example, thyroid hormones. Thyroid hormones T3 and T4 combinedly known as thyroxine hormone. Thyroxine hormones are made up of iodine plus tyrosine amino acids. Fourth category, amino acid derivative. For example, epinephrine. Epinephrine secreted by adrenal gland means medulla region. It is also called as adrenaline hormone. So there are 4 categories of chemical nature, but generally most of hormones are protein nature. Mechanism of hormone action. How to work hormones in our body? First of all, hormones are released into blood by endocrine glands and it distributes the same to the all body cells. Ultimately, they reaches target cells and produce their effects. हॉर्मोन्स एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड से सिक्रेट होते ही ब्लड स्ट्रीम में आ जाते हैं और ब्लड फ्लो होते ही और सेल्स तक पहुंच जाता है, बट ये हॉर्मोन्स अपने टारगेट ऑर्गन पे ही जाके रिएक्ट करेंगे. दोज हॉर्मोन्स विच आर अनएबल टू एंटर इनटू सेल अटैच विथ रिसेप्टर प्रोटीन्स ऑफ द टारगेट सेल and then they send their message through secondary messenger into the cells. कुछ हॉर्मोन्स डायरेक्टली सेल में एंटर हो जाते हैं और अपनी एक्शन स्टार्ट कर देते हैं, बट कुछ हॉर्मोन्स ऐसी कैटेगरी के होते हैं जो सेल्स में एंटर नहीं हो पाते हैं और अपनी एक्शन डायरेक्टली स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकते. तो ये अनदर मैसेज के थ्रू एक्शन स्टार्ट करते हैं. तो फर्स्टली क्या होता है, हॉर्मोन्स टारगेट सेल के पास जो रिसेप्टर होता है उससे बाइंड होगा. जिससे टारगेट सेल के रिसेप्टर से हॉर्मोन्स बाइंड होंगे वहाँ पे केमिकल चेंजेज होंगे और ये मैसेज अदर केमिकल्स के थ्रू टारगेट सेल को स्टिमुलेट करवाएगा, जिनको सेकेंडरी मैसेंजर्स बोलते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, cyclic AMP, cyclic adenosine monophosphate, is a universal secondary messenger. Universal secondary messenger means hormones are primary messenger and cyclic AMP are secondary messenger. These carry the message of hormones to target cell. Another examples, IP3, inositol phosphate, diacylglycerol DAG and calcium ions can also act as secondary messengers. So there are 4 examples of secondary messengers. Mostly cyclic AMP are used, IP3, DAG and calcium ions. For example, follicular stimulating hormone secreted by anterior pituitary gland and raised in the blood. Through blood, FSH reach to target cell, means ovary, because FSH stimulates the ovaries and testis part. But in females, FSH stimulates the ovary cells, but it cannot enter into the cell. Firstly, FSH bind with receptor. Receptor are protein found on the surface of cell membrane of ovary. FSH bind with receptor, then conformational changes occurs and appear the response first. These first response generate the secondary messenger like cyclic AMP or calcium ions. After that, biochemical responses are produced. These biochemical responses generate physiological responses resultant formation of follicular cells of ovary, means ovarian growth is start. Now next topic, endocrine glands of human. The endocrine glands and hormone producing diffused tissue or cells located in different parts of our body constitute the endocrine system. The study of endocrine system by Thomas Edison, and Thomas Edison is also known as father of endocrinology. This system includes hypothalamus, which is situated in the brain, pituitary gland, it is situated below the hypothalamus, pineal gland, it also present in brain, thyroid gland found in neck region, parathyroid just above the thyroid gland, thymus gland found in chest cavity, pancreas, gonads means testis in males and ovaries in females. In addition to these glands, certain other organs, for example, gastrointestinal tract, liver, kidney, heart, etc., also produce hormones. So, first part of endocrine gland is hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is the basal part of diencephalon. Diencephalon is the part of forebrain and it regulates a wide spectrum of body functions because it contains several groups of neurosecretory cells called nuclei which produce hormones. Okay. These hormones are either releasing hormones or inhibitory in nature, which reaches anterior pituitary gland through hypophyseal portal system and regulates secretion of hormones. The posterior pituitary is under direct neural control of hypothalamus through neurosecretory cells.